So, I heard you want to beat Eigong. Let's start with the jade system. Now, it's personal preference what you want. I think there's like two that I would highly recommend. The breeder jade, where you strike an enemy and you return some internal damage back into health. I think it just keeps you alive longer. It's kind of like pseudo healing. The other one is quick dose jade, which is just where you heal fast. Okay, so this tutorial is going to be going through phase by phase. So starting with the first phase and just going through each move additionally and how to deal with them. My one tip would be that this is a very defensive fight. Like, she'll make herself available to damage after she does her sequences, and as long as you defend during those sequences, you can always get a few hits in. She has these like kind of overhand swipes as well as this poking motion. They're essentially the same things, it's just timing checks. As long as you get familiar with the pattern, they'll all be good. Next, we have their talisman attack. These are usually pretty easy to deal with. She just comes with the talisman, you do a little jump, and you just parry. The one thing I will note about this is that I think it's a really good idea not to necessarily move laterally, just vertically. Just jump straight up, and that's all you need to do to deal with it. This one, I would say just run away, and you can usually just dash out of the way. She also has this orb attack. The one tricky thing about it is that you always have to watch her hands, because a lot of the times you think a talisman's coming and it's not. As long as you can pay close attention to what she's holding, it should be pretty easy to deal with. She also does the slash attack on the ground. This one's pretty easy to deal with as well. Just do a little jump and just spam the parry button. There's usually a good timing window, and you can just keep clicking parry over and over in the air. Alright, now for phase 2. Phase 2 starts with her 4 attack sequence. Some people jump over it and dash, but I think just doing unbounded counter. The one thing I would recommend is watching her movements. Like, you don't even need to know what you yourself are doing in this moment, because you're only holding or clicking one button. So it's very important that you watch her movements during the sequence, just to get through the attack. So unbounded counter, parry, parry, and unbounded counter. Right, she has a different version of this attack where she kind of tricks you and doesn't do the fourth red attack. The second red attack, fourth attack in the sequence. And she goes straight into her dash. This one you can still prepare as if the fourth red attack is coming with an unbounded counter. And just make sure to click parry additional times to block the other two after. Then the next, she has this talisman sequence. It's pretty much a repeat all the time, where she goes to the talisman, hits you up, starts an orb in her hand, crashes down, and then starts another orb. It's always the same pattern. So as long as you block the first, basically hit the talisman, block the first swing of the sword, dash away, and then just get ready for an unbounded counter for the follow-up. The next one we have is when she does her double swipe attack. Her double swipe attack is very similar with the talisman, except she hits twice. So it's a slight mix-up essentially, but as long as you parry both, hold the unbounded counter, it should be pretty simple to get in. It's a pretty consistent pattern. Okay, now we move on to phase 3. So phase 3, in my opinion, might be the easiest phase once you get used to it. because the trick for this phase is you literally don't click left or right unless you absolutely have to, because her own attacks are going to guide you to be in the position you need to be. If you look carefully at the presented video, I don't really move side to side unless she hits me side to side, and it lines me up perfectly for her next sequence of attacks. It's almost just like a rhythm game where you just need to stand still and just block at the right time. So, oh, and also jump. I forgot to say jump. But as long as you just do your extra jumps, you basically take care of it. As long as you just avoid the one red one with the jump, it's usually fairly simple, even though it looks crazy. And the timing is a little difficult, but once you get used to the timing, I promise you it gets so much easier. The only times you should really be moving left or right is when you have the opportunity to attack her. Other than that, just jump up and down over and over and block what's coming. Always save your double jump when you can. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's how you beat Eigong. I know it makes the way I presented this video made it sound like it's some easy thing to do, but Eigong is a very hard boss, but once you learn the patterns, they're very fair and very balanced. And yeah, that's all I have to say.